Καλημέρα και από μένα και πάλι, όπως είπε και ο Παύλος, ζητούμε συγγνώμη για το slow attendance, αλλά όπως και στο Παρίσι έχουμε Fashion Week, εδώ έχουμε Taxi Strike Week, οπότε πιστέψτε με και σε άλλες μεγάλες πόλεις έχουμε τα ίδια προβλήματα. Κάθε εβδομάδα κάτι συμβαίνει. Λοιπόν, ας αρχίσουμε. Καταρχάς, παρόλο που δεν είναι όλοι παρόντες, γιατί θα έρχονται κατά διάρκεια της ημέρας, μου επιτρέψουν οι καλεσμένοι μας να αρχίσω στα ελληνικά και μετά θα γυρίσω στα αγγλικά. Αξιότιμα αντιπρόεδρε της κυβέρνησης, υπουργοί, βουλευτές, κυρίες και κύριοι, εκπρόσωποι της επιχειρηματικής κοινότητας, αγαπητά μέλη της Ελληνικής Ένωσης Επιχειρηματιών και πολύτιμοι χορηγοί, αλλά επίσης και όλες οι οργανώσεις με τις οποίες συνεργαζόμαστε, διότι εμείς σαν ΕΕΝ θέλουμε να είμαστε καταλήτης συνεργασιών, Touch the Spirit, με τα έλα δικά μας, την ελληνική παραγωγή που είχε μια καταπληκτική εχθές εκδήλωση, στην οποία μας τίμησε με την πρόσκλησή της. Έβγαλε πολλή ουσία. Εδώ βλέπω τον Κώστα το Θέο, τον ΣΕΒ και τον κύριο Θεοδωρόπουλο με τις πραγματικά, όπως και τον Μιχάλη τον Στασινόπουλο, τις πραγματικά πολύ συγκεκριμένες ιδέες που δίνουνε. Η ΕΝΕ εδώ και πολλά χρόνια μιλάει πάρα πολύ συγκεκριμένα και το σημερινό θέμα μας είναι το γεγονός ότι, και γι' αυτό είναι η πρώτη διεθνή οικονομική διάσκεψη της ΕΝΕ, από την άποψη ότι όχι μόνο έχουμε ξένους καλεσμένους, αλλά είναι η οποία θα αναμεταδοτηθεί και τα βίντεο των συζητήσεων θα πάρουν μια διάσταση ευρωπαϊκή. Το θέμα μας είναι, θα το πω και στα αγγλικά, το θέμα μας είναι πώς μπορούμε να φορολογήσουμε την ανάπτυξη διαφορετικά. Αυτό το θέμα έχει γίνει πάρα πολύ ευρωπαϊκό αυτή τη στιγμή, διότι συνέβησαν αρκετά γεγονότα. Συνέχισαν μετά το COVID, είχαμε τον πόλεμο στην Ουκρανία και ό,τι αυτό συνεπάγεται με τις επιπλέον επενδύσεις στον χώρο της άμυνας. Αλλά έχουμε και άλλα θέματα, τα οποία θα τα αναδείξουμε σήμερα, τα οποία είναι όλα συνδεδεμένα, όπως ένα θέμα της υπογεννητικότητας που χτυπάει άμεσα το ΑΕΠ, π.χ. Θα τα αναλύσουμε όλα αυτά στην πορεία. For the sake of our honored guests, let me switch to English so they can avoid using a translation. I would like to welcome you. We are very honored to have you here. All of you represent different parts of a canvas we would like to paint. We are here to debate with the excuse of the Greek Entrepreneurs Association measures. With this excuse, we would like to debate basically about the future of Europe, because the decisions we are made to call, now that Greece is no longer the sick person of Europe, but it's a bright example of growth. As a matter of fact, our measures, they were born at the time when we had everybody watching Greece in a bad way. It was a time where we could not risk losing even one single euro of public revenues. So us, the Greek Entrepreneurs Association, and then all the other associations I mentioned earlier, we had to find ways, I would say the poor Ulysses intelligence, or try, I would say in Greek polymechanos, which means with multi-skills, we had to find ways that we can convince the Troika at the time, but then the European Commission, when there was no more Troika, but we were still under guidance and being watched, how to convince them to not forget the growth part. They were focusing on the debt. But the whole idea here is that debt over growth. This is the point, and this is the heart of our presentation today. So how can you do this if you don't spare growth? And the only thing you do is you tax and tax and tax. And of course, at the time it was necessary. Then we had the right measures which contained cost in Greece, and then we had a growth government which ruled and rules and governs, I should say, Greece the last 5 years, and they've done a very, very good job to fix the macroeconomics. And without fixing the macroeconomics, there is no microeconomic measures that you can make. So, in a nutshell, the Greek Entrepreneurs Association decided that now, whatever ideas we had, it's a good platform for debate. We want to debate here. And I told our very esteemed guest speakers yesterday, we don't want you to agree with our ideas. You're not here for that. You're here to debate with us, because at the end of the day, this is the beauty of Europe, the debate of different cultures and different people. And when this osmosis, which is a Greek word, works, it works wonders and miracles. I'm sure Dr. Habeck will talk about that, because his experience in trying to put different things in different colors, Jamaica or whatever you call it in Germany, it's very interesting. In any event, what happened here, I will go straight to the point. The Greek government has finally, I'm not talking about just the Greek government, I'm talking about the further wider political spectrum. They finally understood our point, which are not so easy to explain sometimes. There is maturity and there is willingness, especially when it comes to reskilling, upskilling, where the European programs will be over. There is maturity right now. The time has come, and I'm very, very optimistic that early next year we will see some of our proposals that we work with our good friends from Greek Production and Eladikamas and SEV also. They will come to fruition, especially the depreciation rates, which is, as I will explain, we have the worst depreciation status in Greece, but also Europe has a problem there. But also, more importantly, the measures of how to reskill and upskill. Europe is very, very much behind from the States. It's also behind from China. It's also starting being behind of many other new poles in the world, the BRICS, for example. Anyway, let me welcome, and this is what we're going to debate today, let me welcome one by one. First, Dr. Robert Habeck, former Vice Chancellor and Federal Minister for Economic Affairs and Climate Action of Germany. He's part of the Greens Party, a party that has contributed to consensus building in Germany. And Dr. Habeck, he's one of those people with this kind of personality. And we're very grateful. We're also very grateful because last night, when I first met him, I had a very big surprise, which I will mention in my presentation. The other guest is Mr. Simasius, who I just met, former Minister of Justice and Mayor of Vilnius and President of the Lithuanian Free Market Institute. You know, I travel a lot in the Baltics, Mr. Simasius. These countries, as soon as they walked out of communism, they were the first to apply very rigorous liberal measures. And we saw an amazing transformation. We saw Estonia becoming the most digital place in Europe, and also Lithuania and Latvia. So we are very happy to have you here. Then, my favorite, the way I pass my time is to read Financial Times. And I have here somebody, Dr. Martin Sandbu. He is Norwegian, but he lives in London. He's married to a Chilean woman. He has it all. And he is a commentator. He writes those kind of editorial that I don't want to miss even one of them. This includes Gillian Tett, Martin Wolf, really, I don't want to advertise Financial Times, but everybody should read Financial Times. It's a source of substance news. Yes, there we got Mr. Pelagidis, who's the deputy governor. He's also like me. He doesn't let anything drop to the floor from Financial Times. Then we have Renato Loiero, economic advisor to the presidency of the Council of Ministers of Italy, who will join us by a Zoom call. We have Mr. Alexander Mengden, an economist at the Tax Foundation that covers tax issue, which is one of the main theme here, the use of marginal taxes. And we have a last-minute positive surprise. We have Ms. Sylvie Goulard, who served very little as a Minister of Defense, but she's quite involved, of France. He was also the former Deputy Governor of the Bank of France and a professor at SDA Bocconi School of Management, but she has a lot of insight to add. She will also be joining us via Zoom call to debate with us on the defense section. Okay, once again, I want to thank our sponsors,